I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. He was born to run the fast break. It's Jay Williams.
Dishing the ball left, dishing the ball right, making the right play at the right time, because that's what guards from Plainfield, New Jersey do. Let's see what they do on the court this evening.
It's time to hoop it up. We are ready to go. Opening jump is won by the Pelicans. Nothing going here on that drive. To Ball. Holiday.
So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in LA. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years. But LeBron James is in LA now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. And he makes them both. Ball brings the rock up court. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. George to Leonard. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. Screen coming. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. It's George for two. Knocks it down from mid-range. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
He gets it.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Screen coming. Paul George. Terrific vision. And count the basket inside.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. So the Pelicans hold on to the possession. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Here's lesson number one. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of breakdance move they might hit you with.
Count the basket at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Ball. For three. Can't get the bounce. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm his team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Pelicans basketball. Drew Holiday. Tough matchup against George. Here comes the screen. Holiday. Curling inside. Paul George.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. To Ball. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Can't connect. It's no good. George to Marcus Morris. No good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. To Beverly. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Pelicans have it. Oh, the slam popped out. It's the Clippers with the possession now to Paul George. Leonard. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Lonzo with it. Down 8. Has a look. Beverly's shot no good. Count the bucket for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
New Orleans going to take it up. Here comes the screen. Ball. Marcus Morris with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
From long range. And it's Zubats with the rebound. They'll get it down to Leonard. Won't go down. Drew Holiday missed his first. That one goes.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
George, it's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Oh, they called the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Changes coming from both sides right now. George to the basket, but it won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Leonard to George. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Call George. Looking good. 4 for 5.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Reddick. Shot from the lane won't go.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
George, add 2 points to the board.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
New Orleans will take it up. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Beverly into the front court. It's an 8-point lead to Paul George. Beverly. Nice pass to get things going.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Deep 2 there, won't go. Lets it fly from long range, no good. To Leonard. Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
J.J. Redick trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 89%. And he can't convert the free throw. Jackson with it. Lead stands at 10. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the Clippers able to clear the board. Beverly to George. And strokes it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Pelicans have the basketball. Short jumper won't go down. Jackson with it. His guys leading by 14. Runner here won't go down. To Redick. Here comes the screen. To Redick. Beyond the arc for three.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First free throw is good. It's the second. One more coming. Three for three. Nice. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jim.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
New blood coming in for both sides. It was right there. Beverly. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Wide open look won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Here comes the screen. You've got to get that one to go. To Marcus Morris. Reggie Jackson, 2 of 4 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
It's Pelicans ball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. To Marcus Morris. Oh, emphatic slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
New Orleans has it. To Favors. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Beverly into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Jackson, his first effort off the mark. Deep three at the buzzer. Each-one more. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 74% free throw shooter. Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second free throw. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Clippers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Paul George to Beverly. Here comes the screen. Beverly to Jackson. Oh, had him going there for a second. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Ball. And it's Zubac with the rebound. Jackson with it. His team leads it by 10. And throws it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Lonzo controls the offense. Fires the three, and the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Beverly into the front court. We're a minute into the second quarter. Off the assist.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Redick. J.J. Redick is going to get a chance at 3 here, shooting 75% so far tonight. First one, count it. Second of 3 is good. Perfect from the line. Hits all three of them. LA Clippers with the basketball. Strong finish for Paul George. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Ball with it up top. His guys currently down by 13. Here's a chance from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Ball into the front court. His guys trail by 13. Fires the three, cleaning the offensive glass. Jackson. And count the basket.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Taken by the Pelicans. Rocking the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Paul George. Lays it up and in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Ball with the basketball. Down 11. To Redick. Ball. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Reggie Jackson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 85. And he'll head to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
He connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Beverly into the front court. His team on top by 13. Knocked loose. And he finishes at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Now pass stolen by the Pelicans.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Beverly. Not done yet. The follow won't go either. To Holiday. Screen coming. Holiday. From the painted area, won't go down. Beverly into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. No, I missed a short one there. Shot from the lane won't go. Beverly. Big finish at the rim. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Knocked loose. Pelicans have it. And the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Had a chance, but it's no good. To Holiday. He throws it down.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Taken by the Pelicans. Drew Holiday. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Beverly. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Beverly. Here comes the screen. Beverly. Knocked loose. Pelicans have it. Patrick Patterson swats it. Holiday.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
The screen sets him up for 2.
I like that.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
It's LA Clippers ball. Probing the defense. Goes reverse to lay it in.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want.
Beverly into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Missed a wide open look. He got a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Josh Hart. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Short jumper won't go down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
To Beverly. Finish that. And a throwdown.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Taken by the Pelicans. Throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Diallo snatching it out of the air. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Patrick Beverly at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To ball. Kawhi Leonard rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Won't go. Kawhi Leonard, 4 out of 7.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Holiday to Ball. The pass taken away by the Clippers. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. Here comes the screen. spins and scores.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
Three. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for three.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Holiday controls the basketball. Right now, down 7. Ball. Short jumper off the mark. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate. Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. Here comes the screen. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Nice pass to set things up. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Knocked loose. Pelicans have it. Kawhi Leonard tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
That's it for the first half. The Clippers are out in front.
Thanks, Ed. The Clippers will start the second half with a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
To make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down. The Clippers have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. The Pelicans are still very much in this matchup, and you can't help but point out the number of times they dunked the basketball. This will be a totally different game if every slam was worth 3 points. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
Paul George was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Clippers have themselves a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Jackson with it. It's a 9-point lead. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Ball to Holiday. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Pelicans basketball. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. And takes it away. Clippers have it. Kawhi Leonard doesn't get the bounce. Holiday in possession. His guys down 11. Now ready. With a couple of free throws.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Nope, first one does not go. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
Oh, yeah, you've been working in the crowd.
To Marcus Morris. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
New Orleans going to take it up. Ball to the basket, but a shot won't go. Jackson with it. Up a dozen. Taken by the Pelicans. Favors. Slam dunk.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Holiday controls the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Prob City.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
For 3. And the rebound taken by Jackson. To Beverly. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
New Orleans will take it up. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Beverly into the front court. The lead is 15. To Leonard. Off the assist.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. To Ball.
Screen coming your way, screen coming your way.
Rises for the slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Clippers have the basketball. And a nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Ball. Favors. Holiday. Oh, he hits the 3.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Favors sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Drives, but a shot won't go down. Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. George to Beverly. Derek Favors. Huge block. Ball brings the rock up court.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Driving right to the basket. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Good shot.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
It's a big finish.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Ball. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. To Beverly. Brandon Ingram pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Ah, the monster stuff.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Paul George to Leonard. To George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Ball. Slams it down.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Leonard to Beverly. Able to convert inside.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Favors. Clippers have got it. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Pelicans have the basketball. Work it down to Favors. Slam dunk, Derek Favors. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Ingram against George. Down low to Favors. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Ball. Now Ingram down low. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Beverly. Shot from the lane won't go. That is great vision to set it up. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Reggie Jackson, 4 out of 7.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Pelicans ball. Holiday to Redick. Here comes the screen. To Michael Green, able to recover with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Holiday. Almost unlucky bounce. Leonard. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Leonard. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. To Redick. J.J. Redick. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Reggie Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. Takes stock of the floor. Leonard. L.A. with 4 to shoot. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Frank Jackson trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. To Leonard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. New Orleans has it. Favors. From long range, they have to keep him in their grasp.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Jackson with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Reggie Jackson. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound comes down to the Pelicans. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Frank Jackson at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Free throw good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. Long key from three-quarters court. Third quarter comes to an end, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. It's the Pelicans with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
Ball. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Jackson. To Paul George. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Jackson with it. He'll run the offense. George to Jackson. They'll get it down to Green. And the finish. Slam dunk. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Nice pass to set things up.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And Jackson able to grab the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication...
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And it's good.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Pelicans basketball. Ball. They get it down to Ingram. Big finish at the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you.
Paul George. Can't connect from inside. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
The screen sets him up for two.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
LA Clippers with the basketball. George to Reggie Jackson. Paul George, 4-2. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Jackson.
I got him.
Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Ball. Off the mark. Oh, they call him for the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
I got ball.
Pelicans have it. To Ball. Redick. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Reggie Jackson.
Rotate. Green, I got your help.
George had made his first couple, but he misses there. Redick knocked loose.
Got him. Double.
Screen coming left. Screen coming.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. Jackson with it. His guys holding the big lead.
Here I come.
To George.
I'm here.
Ice.
I'm here.
Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Gets it in the left corner. Beyond the arc for three. Not that time. He misses. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
JaMychal Green trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. New Orleans going to take it up. Surveys the floor. Ball to Redick. Oh, he had him there for a second. And the rebound taken in by Beverly. And finishes strong.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Marcus Morris. Goes to the right side. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Here comes the screen. And the basket good at the rim.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. It's LA Clippers ball, and Jay, they call the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Paul George to Marcus Morris. And he buries it.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Redick. And look out.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Paul George fires, cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Clippers have it. To Paul George. And the rebound taken in by Ingram. Looking for his man. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
New Orleans will take it up. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Pelicans. Whoa! What a finish!
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Leonard to George. Pelicans have the basketball. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
I got ball. It's all me.
Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. George lets it fly, and he hits.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Fires the three. Not going down here. To Paul George. Over to the right side. Here's a chance from long range, and the rebound taken in by Lonzo. Flushes it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Beverly.
Watch Cutter, watch Cutter, watch Cutter.
They get it to George, down low.
Shot going up.
Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Here's Leonard for two. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Throws it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard.
I got him.
Pelicans have it. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Kawhi Leonard, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Drew Holiday, tough matchup against George. Runner here, won't go down. Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. Here comes the screen. Oh, he had it. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers came away with the victory in this one. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Pelicans didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Clippers were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you.
Play some D, play some D.
I'm open, I'm open, I'm open. I missed it.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
I'm deep.
Move fast.
Get back, get back.
Mouse in the house. Oh, yeah, good shot, Roy. Way to hit, way to hit. Screen.
Good money.
Oh yeah, I like that.
D up, y'all.
Cutter, I got yours. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, baby.
Oh, good block.
Come on, man, move the ball.
Stay. I got rock.
Hey, I'm open. Come on.
Oh! Wow! Good board.
That's me. I got ball. Don't worry about it. I'll get the next one.
He working for us.
I got him.
Who gonna do this?
Good finish. Wait on it.
Big pick right there.
Jump on up. Box out.
Oh, the brace is good. Clear. I got you.
Back.
Scouting report, you know these are. That's for the dime.
I see you've been working on your game.
I got him.
Get boy. Get side.
got ball. It's all me. Nice.
Hey, lock up.
Wait on it.
Knockdown.
Hey, outlet. We out. Let's go. Yes, sir. Wait on it.
Throw the ball inside.
There you go. Good shot, baby.
D up, guys.
Be alert. Here it comes. Be alert.
Screen coming right.
Wait on it. Get up, man. I got it. Here we go.
Hey, switch, I got him.
I got it.
Good job, boy. Good job.
You gotta pass the ball, man.
Give me the ball. Wait on it. My ball. Box out. I got shooter. Outlet. Oh, baby!
Pick up.
Yeah, lock up time.
What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, good finish, dog. Good finish, man.
I got ball. Screen. That's your board. Good rebound.
Teamwork, man. Watch the clock.
Outlet. Wait on it.
Yep, I got ball.
Got you. Man, that's better than a dime. That's a Quelo. Hey, give me the ball.
Ball here.
Self-check.
Ring the bell, stupid. Stroking it.
My ball.
Hey, this is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball.
Let it go. No.
Man, get this dude out of here. He can't guard me.
My ball.
Hey, I've been open the whole time.
Wait on it. Oh, get back.